On May 5th, 2023, Arkansas State Police initiated a pursuit of a stolen Penske moving truck. After locating the truck, multiple patrol cars attempted to block it and prevent the suspect from fleeing. However, the suspect had other plans and led Arkansas State troopers on a wild, high-speed chase. The pursuit became more dangerous as the suspect continued to evade officers, putting other drivers at risk. Despite the efforts to stop the truck, the suspect showed no intentions of pulling over and continued the dangerous flight.
On to Highway 13, correction, he just changed his mind. We're going south on 13, south on 13. Turn on City Market Mod, City Market parking lot. He's heading back westbound now, about to get on the 70.
Carlisle advised his mom lives on East Whitley, 311 East Whitley in Carlisle.
So we're turning north on the Park Street again.
From the troopers' perspective, they're faced with a tough decision, unsure of the best and safest option during a pursuit like this. Executing a pit maneuver could be extremely risky with a large truck like this, and any wrong move could escalate the danger. So, what do you think? What's the best option in a situation like this? Let us know in the comments below.
Fixing to come back out on 13. Check that. You stopped short.
Another group of troopers positioned themselves ready to deploy spike strips, hoping to stop the suspect's escape. But the driver didn't take the turn they anticipated and kept driving straight, rendering their plan unsuccessful. The pursuit continued with no end in sight.
Southbound on 13. I'm going to call the secondary. There's 3 secondary out of the service perimeter.
Troopers realized that a pit maneuver might be the only option to safely end the chase. With the road cleared ahead, Trooper Beckney seized the opportunity and executed a pit maneuver, causing the truck to come to a stop. The suspect was arrested without further incident, bringing the pursuit to an end. On February 22, 2022, in Los Angeles, California, one man clearly had a bit too much free time on his hands and decided to steal a party bus. Little did he know, California Highway Patrol was soon on his tail after he refused to stop, kicking off a crazy pursuit. What followed was an unexpected chase that had everyone on edge.
This would be a good place to take it down. Throw some spike strips in front of it. They could have, you know. Yeah, I don't know. They probably don't have us. You can bump it up, but whoa! Whoa! Yep. Yes.
The suspect eventually rammed the stolen party bus, causing it to come to a stop. Officers quickly closed in, and the next task was clear: arrest the suspect. The pursuit had finally come to an end, but not without a few tense moments.
smashed car and looking at the driver going into custody right there. You know, there you go. That's one of those ones. I always hate to be the, saying that. It does appear to be a female driver, and it looks like she is going into custody right now after that accident. But I'm really concerned about those folks in that car. You'd think that one of the California Highway Patrol or somebody from California Highway Patrol would get a vehicle over there just to say, hey, are you okay?
The suspect walked out of the stolen party bus and was promptly arrested and taken into custody. Thankfully, the people in the car involved in the accident were not injured and the situation was safely brought to a close. On July 20th, 2024, Deputy Ferguson was patrolling in response to a recent armed robbery near the Amaco gas station. While patrolling, Deputy Ferguson observed a white 2023 BMW 530e at the Texaco gas station. The vehicle was parked improperly in front of the store entrance. When approached, the vehicle moved to a gas pump, and a female, identified as Jay Drafton, exited the passenger seat. Deputy Ferguson asked Drafton about the vehicle, and she claimed they had just purchased it and didn't know how to put it in park. After asking Drafton to return to the vehicle, Deputy Ferguson approached the driver's side and made contact with Brian Johnson, who also claimed not to know how to park the vehicle. When asked for his driver's license, Johnson stated he didn't have it, but provided his name and date of birth. A GCIC check on his name returned no record. Deputy Ferguson requested additional assistance and asked Drafton how she knew Johnson. She stated they were friends. After further questioning, Johnson suddenly accelerated and fled the scene at a high rate of speed.
Hey, Mr. Johnson. Do me a favor, unlock the door for me.
All right.
Go ahead and step out, too. Black Hawk 6 is taking off. 42 northbound, white BMW. Setting up for pit.
The suspect reached speeds of over 120 miles per hour, making the pursuit increasingly dangerous. Despite the high speeds, the trooper stayed close behind the vehicle, determined not to let the suspect escape. The trooper's persistence and skill in maintaining close proximity meant it would be no easy task for the suspect to outrun or shake off law enforcement.
Trying to get up on him for a pit. He keeps brake checking me.
The trooper had been preparing for a TVI for a long time. When the suspect finally slowed down to make a turn, the trooper seized the opportunity and executed the maneuver, driving straight into the suspect's vehicle.
Stand by. Off the road, 41.
41, go ahead.
After the successful TVI, the suspect's vehicle crashed into a ditch. The suspect quickly exited the vehicle and fled on foot into the woods. Despite the dangerous circumstances, the trooper pursued the suspect, determined to apprehend him.
My flashlight. I got my gun out. I'm going to shoot you. I have a license, man. You better stay down before you get it again.
You got it. You got it.
You got me in my head and everything, man. I don't give a fuck. Now get out of this water.
After a brief foot chase, Blair was tased and arrested. A search of the vehicle revealed multiple firearms, drugs, and stolen identification documents. Blair admitted to fleeing due to a probation violation and not having a license. He was charged with fleeing, possession of firearms and drugs, and possession of stolen property. The vehicle was impounded and all evidence was secured. On July 13, 2022, Glendale police attempted to stop a speeding stolen car. Instead of complying, the driver sped off, initiating a high-speed pursuit. Let's see how this one played out.
Crossing the Bureau Line Bridge, lots of debris coming from that car, and it looks like they're pulling over the building. Leaving a bail.
Stop! Stop! They're bailing off the freeway. They're bailing off the freeway. All occupants are running. Stop!
The suspects came to a stop and all 4 occupants exited the vehicle, fleeing on foot. Deputies quickly pursued one of the suspects, determined to bring the situation under control.
Okay, go right, go right, go right. Go, go, go! Stop! Stop! Thank you. Don't you move! Hands behind your back! I'm not moving! I'm not moving! I got the other guy. Since you got him, I got caught. Let me know. Just stay tight.
One suspect was successfully apprehended and taken into custody at the scene. The remaining 3 suspects were caught and arrested later that day, bringing this chase to an end. In Livingston County, Michigan, on January 12, 2025, the deputy activated his emergency lights and attempted to stop the black Chevy Impala. However, the driver, a 39-year-old Hamburg Township man, refused to pull over and fled the scene, initiating a pursuit. The deputy quickly called for backup, and the chase continued through the streets of Marion Township.
Copy A, pursuit, not stopping, 55, traffic light going northbound.
Northbound on D19.
Speeds are 50 miles an hour.
Speeds are 50. How's the road?
Wet, but clear. Turning on to Kettle.
Turning on Kettle.
So where are they at?
They're on Kettle west of D19. Unsuccessful.
Hands up!
Still on Kettle, or did we get on TV?
The deputy successfully performed a pit maneuver, bringing the vehicle to a stop. Upon approaching the car, deputies discovered the driver had inflicted knife wounds to his neck. Acting quickly, they removed him from the vehicle and began life-saving measures, including wound packing and applying trauma bandages. Livingston County EMS arrived on the scene promptly and transported the driver to the University of Michigan Hospital, where he underwent emergency surgery. In Euclid, Ohio, officers responded to a report of a stolen vehicle. After searching the area, an officer spotted a vehicle matching the description. When the officer activated emergency lights and sirens, the driver accelerated. Confident they had located the suspect, the officers initiated a pursuit. The suspect ran multiple red lights and drove at a high rate of speed, creating a gap between himself and the pursuing officer. However, just a few minutes later, the officer closed in as the suspect crashed the vehicle. The driver then exited the car and fled on foot into a nearby parking lot.
He crashed into Roses Express.
Copy, Chris.
368 copy crash. OIC to the location.
43 was at Express.
We got mail to tanks.
Copy, mail the thing.
Get me so quick that we talk to me.
The suspect was apprehended after being tased. The suspect, later identified as Deshaun Franklin, was indicted on multiple charges, including having weapons while under disability, failure to comply with the order or signal of a police officer, carrying concealed weapons, improperly handling firearms in a motor vehicle, receiving stolen property, obstructing official business. On April 15, 2023, the Florida Highway Patrol was contacted by an outside agency to assist with a traffic stop involving a vehicle suspected of trafficking in the Brevard area. An FHP trooper observed the black Hyundai passing their stationary position at 80 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. Using radar, the speed was confirmed. The trooper attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver of the Hyundai refused to comply. Instead, the vehicle accelerated, driving recklessly through traffic, weaving between lanes and at times utilizing the emergency shoulder to evade capture. Despite their efforts, two troopers attempted a tactical vehicle intervention, but each attempt was unsuccessful as the suspect skillfully evaded capture and continued the high-speed pursuit.
Here, just slow them down. Just slow them down, bro. Stay where you're at. Slow them down. They can't go anywhere. They're about to lose it. Get him, get him.
The chase finally came to an end when one trooper successfully executed a tactical vehicle intervention, causing the suspect to spin out and crash into a guardrail. The suspect, identified as Adam Justin Crosby, was quickly arrested and taken into custody. He was transported to Brevard County Jail and charged with fleeing, reckless driving, driving with a suspended license, and the transportation of drug paraphernalia. On November 28, 2024, a smuggler driving a Dodge Caravan led Texas troopers on a high-speed pursuit through a neighborhood in Starr County. The pursuit began after troopers attempted a traffic stop, but the driver accelerated and fled the scene, weaving through streets at dangerous speeds.
South on Ash Street from 4th Street. It's going to be a silver in color minivan. It's going to be pretty loaded.
Let's go through North Highway 1080 westbound on 2nd.
Bail up. ¡Hey! ¡No se muevan! ¡No se muevan!
Your door 20 is like 20 plus bodies on the...
With the assistance of Border Patrol, all 18 illegal immigrants and the driver, Montez, were apprehended. Troopers charged Montez with smuggling of persons and evading arrest. The 18 illegal immigrants, all from Mexico, were referred to Border Patrol for processing and further action. The successful operation brought the dangerous pursuit to an end and ensured that the individuals involved were taken into custody. On August 23, 22, Trooper conducted a traffic stop on a silver Corvette with Arkansas license plate for having tinted windows. The Corvette stopped on Pike Avenue.
I got a passenger getting out. Black male, white shirt.
The Corvette driver stopped briefly to drop off his friend, but as soon as the friend was out of the vehicle, the driver took off, initiating a pursuit. Somehow, as soon as the trooper began pursuing the driver, he lost sight of the Corvette. The trooper drove around the area for the next 15 minutes, searching for the fleeing vehicle, but the driver was nowhere to be found. After unsuccessful efforts, the trooper had no choice but to cancel the pursuit. On December 5th, 2024, Baxter County Sheriff's Office reported a stolen vehicle. A deputy attempted to stop it, but the vehicle fled. As trooper was heading south on State Highway 5 to assist, the vehicle was spotted traveling north near Dollar General. Trooper turned around and began following the vehicle, which was speeding recklessly.
Sportsman's right behind you, classic 277 Union Fort Hill. We're headed east on the map there.
I don't know which way you're going to do on
Okay, which way did you go? Headed 60.
He is eastbound on the bypass.
Correct here, I'm 19 from you. He's 97, hot traffic.
Trooper attempted a tactical vehicle intervention to stop the vehicle, but was unsuccessful, and the suspect continued to flee.
Charles Blackburn. He's wrecked out, wrecked out.
I rolled over.
Rolled it right here for you, Charles Blackburn.
Trooper performed another tactical vehicle intervention, causing the vehicle to run off the right side of the roadway and overturn. The suspect was quickly apprehended, bringing the pursuit to an end.
Hey! 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 Don't move! Don't move! Do not move! Who are you?
The suspect was identified as Vincent Walrath. He was treated and transported to Baxter Health for minor injuries. Walrath was suspected of being under the influence of a controlled substance, so Trooper performed a horizontal gaze nystagmus test where he exhibited 6 out of 6 clues, along with vertical gaze nystagmus. Trooper read him the Arkansas Statement of Rights and requested a urine sample, to which Walrath voluntarily consented to a blood draw. On December 7, 2024, Trooper Chase Landry was patrolling when he observed a Chevrolet Malibu traveling north at a high rate of speed. As Trooper Landry approached, the vehicle slowed to the speed limit, likely due to a North Little Rock Patrol unit directly in front of it. Once the Malibu passed the NLR unit, it accelerated again, reaching a speed of 80 miles per hour in a 60 miles per hour zone. Trooper Landry followed the vehicle and initiated a traffic stop by activating his emergency lights. The vehicle then made a quick left turn onto Marion Street, heading north. At this point, Trooper Landry determined that the vehicle was attempting to evade based on the speed and available space to stop.
Coming back on. Line traffic speed right now about 50. See, coming up to 40.
After the suspect attempted to run a red light, he also tried to pass a vehicle on the right, which ultimately slowed him down. This maneuver gave Trooper Landry the opportunity to close the distance, as the suspect's efforts to evade were hampered by the traffic conditions.
Speeds right now at 50. We're at West 27th Street. Get out! Get out now! Get out! Turn around! Turn around! Everybody else put their hands up! Everybody else put your hands up! Drop down to your knees! Drop down to your knees! Drop down to your knees! Everybody else put your hands up! Put your hands up! Hands up!
A successful TVI was conducted to stop the suspect's vehicle. A felony takedown was executed without incident, and the driver, Brian Chavez Castillo, was taken into custody. All passengers were released unharmed during the TVI. Once medically cleared, Trooper Landry transported him to the Pulaski County Regional Detention Facility, where he was charged with the following: no driver's license, reckless driving, speeding, felony, fleeing. In the late hours, while on a supervisor-approved road check at Liberty Parkway and Staley Avenue, Trooper noticed a black sedan approaching the check. The suspect made an illegal U-turn over double yellow lines, turned off the lights, and sped off north on Liberty Parkway. Trooper activated sirens and emergency lights to initiate a stop, but the suspect ignored it, speeding at high rates and passing cars recklessly on the wrong side of the road. As the suspect entered a residential area, Trooper realized the suspect had only one possible exit. The trooper strategically positioned himself on the other side, waiting for the suspect to approach. The chase ended when the suspect crashed into a curb and fire hydrant on Hopkins Street. He fled on foot, but Savannah Police K-9 Officer Lindsay and K-9 Bolt pursued him. The dog bit the suspect, leading to his arrest. Troopers later identified the suspect as Glenford Anthony Cutkelvin, whose license was suspended. He was found with alcohol, a loaded firearm, and drugs, including suspected cocaine and crack cocaine. After medical treatment for K-9 injuries, Cutkelvin was taken to jail for prostitution. On August 15, 2024, in the rural outskirts of Union County, Arkansas, a routine patrol quickly escalated into a high-stakes pursuit that kept officers and onlookers on edge. Trooper Logan Holmes of the Arkansas State Police spotted a gray SUV without tags. Sensing something suspicious, Trooper Holmes attempted a traffic stop, but the driver had other plans. The suspect, later identified as 28-year-old Jordan Keister, took off at high speeds, turning what could have been a simple stop into a dangerous chase through winding rural roads. The chase covered several miles, with Keister making sharp turns and evasive maneuvers, trying to lose the officer in the dust. The SUV barrels through a 35-mile-per-hour zone at 85 miles per hour, kicking up dust and turning the road into a danger zone. Trooper Holmes stays right on its tail and executes a textbook TVI, but the maneuver nearly flips his patrol car in the process. The SUV veered off the road, with Keister making a desperate run into the nearby woods. Trooper Holmes, ensuring the suspect was unarmed, pursued him on foot. Moments later, the chase ended with Keister's arrest. Now in custody, he faces a laundry list of charges, including felony fleeing by vehicle, fleeing on foot, speeding, reckless driving, no insurance, and driver's license violations. On June 7, 2022, Trooper Jerry Oglesby was on patrol when he observed a motorcyclist driving over the posted speed limit and maneuvering recklessly. Acting swiftly, Trooper Oglesby activated his emergency lights and sirens in an effort to pull the rider over and provide a simple warning to be more cautious. However, instead of complying, the motorcyclist decided to flee, escalating the situation and initiating a high-speed pursuit. We can clearly see Trooper Oglesby was determined to bring this dangerous pursuit to a swift conclusion, ultimately ramming the motorcyclist and bringing the chase to an end. While it was a bold and risky decision, the goal was achieved. Let us know in the comments if you think this was the right call. Fortunately, the motorcyclist was arrested and taken into custody without further incident or injuries, marking the conclusion of pursuit. On May 12, 2022, a sergeant from the Monroe County Sheriff's Office was on patrol when he observed a silver Toyota entering Monroe County, Florida, exceeding the posted speed limit of 35 miles per hour. As the sergeant followed the vehicle, he noted its speed at 52 miles per hour as it passed through the toll plaza. The sergeant activated his emergency lights and siren to signal the driver to pull over, but the driver failed to comply and continued driving. The trooper trailed the fleeing driver for the next 10 minutes as the suspect showed no signs of stopping. With traffic on the road, the trooper refrained from attempting a tactical vehicle intervention to ensure the safety of other drivers. Finally, after a tense pursuit, the driver brought the vehicle to a stop at an intersection, ending the chase without further escalation.
Out of the car. Put your hands up.
Get out of your car. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Oh, I'm gonna call the police.
Good. I hope so.
Get out of the car.
Get out of the car. Pull it
I
open.
can't. Let me get it off. I'm getting it off. What?
Out of the car.
Oh, yeah.
Out of
I'm
the car.
telling my mom.
Good. You call whoever you want to call.
What the? Oh, yeah. I can't wait to call my mom.
Good. I'm glad. Why didn't you stop?
I didn't know you were pulling me over. What? You're
Really?
pulling me
For about
over
5 miles?
5 miles. Can I get my phone?
You can't get nothing.
Oh, can you get my license out of here too?
70,
so you can have
222,
that?
show one
Yeah,
detained.
I'm deaf calling my mom. Oh, I can't wait for this.
She was definitely saying something that made no sense, claiming she didn't see the lights or hear the sirens. However, that excuse didn't hold up. She was promptly arrested and placed in the back seat of the patrol car.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for this. I've never been behind a police car. Yes, remove my car and turn my car off because I just pay for gas. Can you call my mom while I'm in here? And can you call my job too while I'm in here so I can tell them that I just got arrested? Can you do both for me?
Just hold tight.
Can you do the second one for me first because I got to be to work in 3 minutes.
Hold on a second. So this whole thing started because you're late for work?
No, I'm already late now, so it's no I'm late for work. You just put me in handcuffs and pointed a gun at me. Oh, that is there.
All right. Where's your driver's license at now?
Inside the car, which I tried to grab.
The woman, identified as Jania Douglas, was charged with fleeing or eluding police. She claimed she was trying to make it to her job on time, but that was definitely not the right decision. Instead of pulling over, she kept driving and ultimately didn't make it to work at all that day. On April 18, 2024, deputies patrolling in Clayton County initiated a traffic stop on a blue Hyundai Elantra for multiple violations, including dark-tinted windows, failure to signal, and the driver not wearing a seatbelt. However, the driver refused to stop, leading to a high-speed pursuit that escalated quickly.
We're on the Highway 14 spur. Turn me off. Go on.
Trooper closed in on the fleeing suspect 3 times, ready to execute a pit maneuver, but each time the suspect brake-checked, preventing the move. With tensions rising and speeds climbing, this pursuit turned into an intense, high-stakes chase. Check out how it all unfolded.
We'll be taking that exit.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother.
He about to bush gun. There's a long route off road right there. He's big feet. What's your charger? Bush bind. Bush bind, bush bind. Get him, get him. Don't let him get in the house.
The suspect made a bold move, stopping abruptly before going off-road again, leading to a cut-through that brought him into Freedom Park apartment homes. Driving down the sidewalk toward building number 7, he jumped out of his car with a black backpack and darted into the building, fleeing up the stairs. And the chase wasn't over yet.
Black Hawk 1, we got one in custody.
Deputy Brown apprehended the suspect, identified as Jerry Bacon, just as he attempted to unlock his apartment door. Once secured in the patrol car, a search of his black backpack revealed a substantial stash, including 1.2 pounds of green marijuana, 14.4 grams of powdered cocaine, 1.4 grams of crack cocaine, 136 grams of MDMA pills, a full bottle of promethazine, digital scales, an iPhone, a bottle of amphetamine pills, a modified Glock 22 with a Glock switch, making it fully automatic, a box of baggies. Troopers also recovered $940 in cash from his pocket. This high-stakes pursuit ended with significant drug and weapon seizures, adding another layer to this intense case. On February 1st, 2024, a Marion County Sheriff's Office deputy responded to a call at the Forest Shopping Center in Silver Springs, Florida, about a woman allegedly attempting to steal another woman's car keys. When the deputy arrived, the woman approached his vehicle, pretending to be the one who had called for assistance. As the deputy walked around the back of his patrol car to speak with her, she suddenly leapt through the passenger side window of the patrol car and sped off, initiating a pursuit.
No. Stop! Stop! It gets so fast, she just got in my car, took off. Eastbound on Highway 40 past the substation.
The woman began driving at speeds exceeding 120 miles per hour, weaving through heavy traffic and narrowly avoiding multiple collisions, all while disregarding traffic signals and signs. Her reckless behavior posed a significant danger to other drivers on the road. The woman suddenly stopped, made a sharp U-turn, and drove directly toward the deputy who was setting up the spike strips. However, she quickly noticed the deputy and veered back in the opposite direction.
Signal 4, Signal 4.
Signal 4, station 1033.
Marin, I got the police cruiser on fire.
After a critical slip by the deputy, allowing the woman to crawl into his patrol vehicle, causing a devastating accident, tragically, she and 2 occupants of the truck were pronounced dead at the scene, while another was left in critical condition and rushed to the local hospital. This tragic event serves as a sobering reminder of the dangers high-speed pursuits can bring. On August 10th, 2024, Florida Highway Patrol joined Cape Coral PD in a pursuit of a gray Hyundai Kona on Interstate 75 in Charlotte County. The driver, wanted for felony battery and child abuse, refused to stop as FHP took the lead with lights and sirens at mile marker 160.
That's 4 passing 167, traffic is late.
Trooper made contact with the suspect vehicle several times, but the impact wasn't enough to stop it. The suspect continued fleeing, recklessly passing on the left side of the road and showing complete disregard for the safety of other drivers. After pursuing the suspect for several miles, the trooper executed a precise pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin multiple times before crashing into a ditch. Troopers quickly exited their patrol car, arrested the suspect, and placed him in custody. The chase ended with the suspect being transported to jail, bringing this intense pursuit to a close in Fall River, Massachusetts. On the evening of December 10th, 2024, detectives from the Community Action and Suppression Team executed a search warrant at 127 Canal Street. During the operation, 2 males fled the residence via the rooftop. One suspect managed to evade capture by leaping onto a parked vehicle and escaping. The second male, later identified as 33-year-old Robert Langlaise, attempted an unconventional escape by hiding inside a chimney, channeling the spirit of the season's iconic figure.
So, I was walking my dog a little while ago. Yep. I heard some screaming. I looked up, and that back house, a guy went down. Yeah, he went down the chimney.
He's in the chimney?
He's in the chimney. Hey! He's in the chimney.
What chimney? What chimney? That house, in the chimney. He went. Neighbor said he went in the chimney, one of them.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Window, they must have smashed out. See that window over there on the roof?
You're an idiot.
Get up.
Show us your hand right now.
Show us your hand. Show us your hand.
Show us your hand. I'll let them know.
The suspect was located hiding inside a chimney, leaving authorities with the next challenge, figuring out how to safely get him out of the chimney.
I can fit you. I'm 109 pounds. You pull me up, I'm in there.
You want to do break this law?
Nah, pull me up, bro.
I was thinking just these clips so we can still have not compromise the corner.
Right, yeah, you're right.
I don't want integrity.
I want to leave this right here.
Hey, is the medic still down there?
And you can't. So slip me up a little higher.
Yeah, scoot straight up.
It's truly wild the lengths suspects will go to in order to evade law enforcement. In this case, the suspect was safely rescued and arrested, bringing the ordeal to an end. Let me know your thoughts on this clip. On August 12th, 2018, a reckless driver ran a stop sign at high speed right in front of a Greenfield police trooper. The trooper immediately activated emergency lights and sirens, but the driver failed to stop, leading to a wild pursuit.
You go first. I'll follow you. Safety package. We're going eastbound movement, approaching Cold Spring. Speeds are about 75 miles per hour. Traffic is light.
It didn't take long for the trooper to catch up with the fleeing driver, but when attempting to execute the pit maneuver, complete chaos ensued.
All right, roll over, squat, roll over, squat, a movement.
The suspect continued fleeing as other patrol cars pursued him. The priority shifted to rescuing the trooper from the rolled-over vehicle. Thankfully, they were able to get him out, and he was unharmed. The suspect, 26-year-old Jorge Ornelas, was later stopped and arrested. He faces charges of first-degree reckless endangerment and fleeing an officer resulting in bodily harm after the high-speed pursuit. On Saturday, December 7th, 2024, the trooper observed an orange Dodge Challenger bypassing a red light by cutting through a parking lot and heading north on Checote Road. The trooper activated emergency lights to make a stop. As the vehicle turned onto Azalea Drive, it accelerated rapidly, running a stop sign at Azalea and Sunflower Drives. The trooper then notified Troop A Communications to initiate a pursuit.
On Azalea, it's an orange Dodge Challenger. I have 28 inches, speeds 82, light traffic. Turn on Hinkson. It's on 282 Zebra Lincoln, 282 Zebra Mary.
Destination is Warrior Glass
other hand up! Driver, put your other hand up!
The suspect was successfully stopped and arrested, placed in the back seat of the patrol car, and taken into custody, bringing the chase to an end. In Savannah, Georgia, a trooper spotted a vehicle exceeding the posted speed limit. As the trooper activated his lights and sirens to initiate a traffic stop, the driver immediately pulled into a gas station, which seemed like it would be a routine stop. However, what started as a standard traffic stop quickly escalated into one of the craziest nights for the trooper.
Appreciate it. How you doing, man? I'm Trooper Jack. Can I get your driver's license with you? Appreciate it. All right, Mr. Wright, the reason I'm stopping you is checking back there on the viaduct. It says 60 miles an hour, so 40 mile an hour zone. Okay, y'all not maintaining your lane. What's going on?
As the trooper approached the vehicle, he noticed suspicious behavior from the driver, raising his concerns. The situation escalated further when the driver stepped out of the vehicle, increasing the tension. The trooper, now on high alert, prepared for what could potentially turn into a dangerous situation.
Now put your jam on your back, okay? Yeah, put your arrest for DUI, okay? Drugs.
The driver, clearly intoxicated, suddenly fled when the trooper attempted to arrest him, initiating a high-speed pursuit. The suspect was speeding over 100 miles per hour, running red lights and stop signs with no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road. Kenneth Wright, 37, got away after the trooper's car caught fire during a high-speed pursuit. During the chase, Wright struck 56-year-old Stephen Milton, who was crossing the street, instantly killing him. Wright was later found guilty on 9 counts, including felony murder and homicide by vehicle, after the deadly hit-and-run in June 2021. The pursuit began when Wright fled from a traffic stop, driving over 100 miles per hour and running red lights. Despite the trooper's efforts, Wright escaped temporarily, but he was eventually apprehended and convicted for his actions. On November 23, 2023, a trooper observed a Nissan Maxima speeding at 77 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. Trooper activated emergency lights and sirens and pulled the driver over. After initiating a traffic stop, the vehicle fled the scene. The trooper gave chase with the suspect vehicle reaching speeds of 110 miles per hour. The suspect vehicle then turned into a private lot where the driver fled on foot. The trooper stayed with the vehicle due to 3 passengers inside. A black male wearing bleach blue jeans and a yellow jacket was seen fleeing on foot in front of a nearby house.
Driver, show me your hands. Put them up on the roof. Turn off the car.
2-4, they
Tell the driver to turn off the car.
right outside of the city limits.
Where'd he at?
The driver is on foot.
Where'd he go? Turn around. Shut the door. Walk back to the sound of my voice. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Stop. Turn around. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. Turn around.
I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I told him to stop y'all because I know he know my mama. So I told him to stop.
The chase ended when authorities located the driver, Jansen Bell, hiding in a refrigerator in a backyard. The passenger, Carly Duvall, was arrested for minor in possession of alcohol, while the other passengers were released without charges. After field sobriety tests, Bell was arrested for fleeing, driving under the influence, and other charges, including refusal to submit to a BAC test. Both Bell and Duvall were transported to the Pope County Detention Center. The vehicle was towed and the situation came to a close.
Running. White male, I think, ran into the storage building, guys. He's trying to go through that fence. He's fixing to try to go through the fence.
Lufkin Police and the Angelina County Sheriff's Office, acting on reports that Leland Randolph, a convicted felon on parole, possessed a fully automatic rifle, stolen guns, and vehicles, tracked him to a storage facility. On Thursday afternoon, investigators spotted Randolph with 2 women transferring items into a black Chevrolet pickup truck. When officers entered the facility with an armored vehicle and SWAT team, due to Randolph's potential for being armed, the suspect spotted them through binoculars and fled, prompting a pursuit. "37-year-old Leland Randolph was brought to a stop after a pit maneuver. Refusing to surrender, Randolph leapt from his vehicle and attempted to flee on foot.
Get down! Give me your hand! Hold on. Show your hand. Get that left hand out.
I just didn't want to go to jail today.
Hey, dude, you put so many people in danger, though, man.
Bro,
come on now.
this is my life.
I know, but
If I was taking your life away?
Life. No, everybody else's life.
Come on, man.
It's a lot more than just your life.
Leland Randolph was arrested and charged with the following: stolen vehicle warrant, possession of a fully automatic rifle, possession of multiple stolen guns, and possession of stolen vehicles. These charges stemmed from a joint investigation by Lufkin Police and the Angelina County Sheriff's Office. On February 3, 2024, in Clay County, Kentucky, a Dodge Caliber was spotted speeding. When Trooper Dylan Rose activated his emergency lights and sirens, the driver refused to stop, prompting Trooper Rose to inform other units as the pursuit began.
559 road remain checked. On that expiration date, don't verify for insurance. How early do it?
The pursuit quickly moved out of the city into a rural area with limited visibility, making the situation even more dangerous. Adding to the risk, the fleeing driver recklessly driving in lane for oncoming traffic.
Jackson County on Baldwin.
Just turn left on Baldwin Bridge, head back to Charles Street. Take 15, lead car up.
The fleeing driver led Trooper Dillon deep into the mountains under the cover of darkness. Alone in the pursuit with no backup nearby, Trooper Dillon faced the challenge of navigating an unfamiliar area, relying on his training to handle the unpredictable situation.
We're getting back on Dodge Caliber.
Yeah, boy, we just turned left onto Robinson Creek. I will know here. There are a couple landmarks I know that I haven't gone.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't move! Who else is in the car?
Nobody, sir.
As the driver made a sharp left turn and began heading uphill, the pursuit came to an abrupt stop. With nowhere left to run, the suspect exited the vehicle and surrendered, lying on the ground. Trooper Dillon swiftly arrested him, bringing this intense mountain chase to a close.
What's your name?
John.
John what?
Brumley.
John Brumley. We chased you a month ago. I don't know where we're at.
Next to Bridge Branch.
Hang on just a second. Where we're at?
Next to Bridge Branch.
On January 8th, 2021, a Savannah police officer initiated a traffic stop on Vaquan Scott, who was wanted on felony family violence and stalking charges. Scott was also driving with a suspended license.
How you doing, man? Good. I'm Oscar Harris. The reason I'm stopping you, man, you had a yellow sticker, so I ran your tag, and it comes back ownership ceased of this vehicle.
Ownership ceased.
After a brief conversation, Trooper Deeroff instructed the driver to exit the vehicle. However, instead of complying, the suspect suddenly accelerated and fled the traffic stop, initiating a pursuit.
What happened?
Just come back here. I'll explain to you.
I mean, you saying you're going to explain, but I'm trying to see what happened.
Just come out here and speak to me. He's a felony 67. Traffic 64, my traffic stop. He's a felony 67. Just flat my stop.
The weather conditions were less than ideal for both the trooper and the suspect, with poor visibility and slippery roads, which made the pursuit even more dangerous for everyone involved. The suspect can be seen accelerating at first, but due to the bad weather conditions, he was forced to slow down shortly after. That's when the trooper was able to close the gap and catch up. The pursuit ended when the trooper used a precision immobilization technique on the suspect's vehicle, causing it to lose control and crash into trees off the road. EMS arrived and the driver, Vanquan Scott, was transported to the hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Scott had active warrants for family violence, intimidation, and stalking, and his license was suspended. On December 21, 2022, Trooper Moister attempted to block in a dark gray stolen Mini Cooper Countryman in the parking lot. The driver, later identified as Mariah Davis, a white female, and her passenger, later identified as Shandarius Johnson, a black male, fled past Trooper Moister's vehicle onto Highway 70, turning westbound. Trooper Moister advised that his vehicle had been struck by the stolen car and a pursuit ensued. These 3 patrol cars were en route to assist in the pursuit. After about 10 minutes, they successfully joined the chase, helping to increase the pressure on the fleeing suspects.
They're a couple blocks south off of 107. Correction, east.
After a high-speed pursuit that stretched across multiple streets and intersections, the suspect vehicle, a stolen Mini Cooper, was successfully stopped when the trooper deployed a stop stick, striking the front passenger side tire. The vehicle crashed into a culvert near Wesley Drive in Maryland, bringing the chase to an end. The passenger, Shandarius Johnson, was immediately taken into custody. Meanwhile, the driver, Mariah Davis, fled into a nearby underground pipe. Despite the K-9 warning, Davis initially resisted but eventually surrendered after hearing the K-9. She was taken into custody without further incident. Upon searching the scene, officers discovered meth and drug paraphernalia. The stolen Mini Cooper, valued at $20,000, sustained approximately $10,000 in damages. Both suspects were transported to the hospital, and Davis was later taken to jail. The vehicle was towed by Phillips Brothers. In Thousand Oaks, California, on October 24, 2024, deputies from the Thousand Oaks Police Station responded to a disturbance at the Venture Park Shopping Center on Venture Park Road. Upon arrival, they were informed that the suspect was threatening others with a machete. When deputies attempted to detain the suspect, who was still holding the machete, he refused to comply. A deputy deployed a taser, but it was ineffective, and the suspect fled on foot.
He's got a machete in his hand, one at gunpoint. Hey, drop the weapon or you're gonna get shot! Do it now! We're outside the Panaderia. On the north side, we're walking northbound, uncooperative, sells a machete. Get out of the way! Get down on the ground, you're gonna get shot! Keep units coming, code 3. Get down on the ground! You're under arrest! Hit him with taser, hit him with taser. Taser.
After the taser was deployed ineffectively, the suspect ran into a nearby store, still holding the machete.
Ineffective, he's now running eastbound. He's going into the store.
As soon as the suspect entered the store, the trooper opened fire and people immediately began running out in panic. Deputies quickly moved in to provide aid to the suspect, who was then transported by ambulance to a local hospital for further treatment. Fortunately, no deputies were injured during the incident. The suspect was identified as 50-year-old Joseph Emmons. After being medically cleared and discharged from the hospital on November 6, 2024, detectives contacted Emmons and arrested him on the outstanding warrant. He was booked into the pretrial detention facility in Ventura with his bail set at $500,000. On the night of January 27, 2024, officers in Fort Worth's West witnessed a gray pickup truck driving without headlights and going the wrong way. The driver backed up, nearly hitting a police unit, then jumped a curb. The passenger was heard telling the driver to stop, but instead the truck sped off as officers tried to make a stop, racing through the parking lot.
We got one felony guilt. It's a truck. It's possible 22. He's almost hit us once. He was driving the wrong way on a one-way. He's refusing to get out of the car, and now he's taking off. He's going the wrong way down. We are eastbound West 7th. He just struck a curb, he's driving reckless. Speeds are about 50. Traffic's light.
When it comes to chasing someone through busy city streets, it can be incredibly challenging for an officer to make the right call on when to end the pursuit, balancing safety and urgency with every decision.
He just struck another curb. He is on Bank of Texas. All right, stop. Right there. All right, he's wrecked out. We're over here at Bank of Texas, but he's on one wheel. He's going back westbound West 7th. One wheel is gone. He's about to bail out, I think. Just wait till he bails. Yep. Stop. Wait till he bails. He's still on one wheel. He's going westbound West 7th. We're coming up on Montgomery Plaza. Watch him. Wait. Stop, because all his shit's about to come out. Yep. We are still westbound West 7th. We're passing Staten. He's still on one wheel.
As the driver drove over the curb, he lost a tire. They kept the chase going, hoping he'd stop before the situation turned into complete chaos.
University intersection. Wait. Stop. Yep. Where's he from? He wrecked out at 7th University. Stop. Is that him right there?
The chase ended when the suspect hit a pole, then a parked car, and struck two pedestrians at the intersection. Officers quickly provided aid, and the victims were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The driver, 29-year-old Andrew Guerra, was arrested after refusing a blood test. He faces charges including evading arrest and intoxication assault and is being held on a $95,000 bond. On Saturday, August 6, 2022, the Dawson County Sheriff's Office issued a "Be on the Lookout" for a silver Ford Focus with a missing front bumper and a paper tag. 4 females were inside, and they had just shoplifted from the outlet stores. A crime reduction unit deputy later spotted a Ford Fusion, also driving erratically with a paper tag, and 4 female occupants.
If you'll let know Dawson, have them stop. We're southbound just before 13, occupied times 4.
After trailing the vehicle, the deputy initiated a stop, acting on reports of reckless driving and a bolo from Dawson County. The car pulled over, but instead of complying, the driver took off, fleeing the scene.
You ready? They're taking off on me on southbound.
You got charges on?
Native pit.
The trooper was not happy when the woman fled the stop. As soon as he caught up with her, he executed a pit maneuver, bringing the chase to an end. He quickly exited the patrol car and arrested her on the spot.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
They're reaching on the
Pit, starting some more units. They're compliant right now.
Yeah, I got him. Driver! Step out! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Face away from me and walk backwards to me. Walk backwards. Back to me. Back.
The occupants of the vehicle followed deputies' orders and were taken into custody. They were identified as 27-year-old Brinaldia Stevens, 20-year-old Deshauna Hurd, 21-year-old Jasmine Canny, and 23-year-old Marquita Thomas. A search of Thomas's purse uncovered $700 in counterfeit bills. Deputies also discovered that Canny had a warrant for hijacking a motor vehicle out of Gwinnett County. Canny and Hurd were taken into Dawson County custody, while Stevens and Thomas were booked into Forsyth County Jail. Brinaldia Stevens faces charges of reckless driving, fleeing or attempting to elude, and possession of marijuana. With a bond set at $8,915, Marquita Thomas is charged with forgery second degree, with a bond of $4,420. On April 18, 2023, Trooper K. Ackers of the Florida Highway Patrol observed a white Infiniti on Interstate 10 eastbound, displaying reckless driving behavior. The vehicle's illegal lane changes and dangerous maneuvers prompted Trooper Ackers to initiate a pursuit. This marked the beginning of a high-speed chase that quickly escalated into a dangerous situation for both law enforcement and civilians. Multiple patrol vehicles were involved in a pursuit, with several officers attempting a TVI, but each attempt proved unsuccessful. The chase intensified as the suspect's Infiniti, reaching speeds over 130 miles per hour, made several risky lane changes, narrowly avoiding collisions with other vehicles on the road. The driver, refusing to slow down, continued to flee at breakneck speeds, making the situation even more dangerous.
He just made a left here, northbound, climb north. Or he just take report, take report. Northbound, climb north, take report.
The Infiniti struck a guardrail, then collided with another vehicle, injuring one of the passengers. The driver, later identified as Isaiah Jamal Colley, abandoned the vehicle and fled on foot. Trooper Grider, with the assistance of his K-9 unit, successfully apprehended the suspect after a brief foot chase. Following the arrest, a search of the Infiniti revealed 2 firearms, including a Glock and an AK rifle, along with 6.6 grams of marijuana. After being medically evaluated at Sacred Heart Hospital, Mr. Colley was transported to the Escambia County Jail. He now faces charges including fleeing and eluding, possession of firearms, and other offenses related to the pursuit. This dangerous chase and subsequent arrest emphasize the risks involved in high-speed pursuits and the crucial role of swift law enforcement response. On August 26, 2024, a trooper attempted to initiate a traffic stop on a stolen Dodge Durango near Bancroft Street and Secor Road. The driver of the Durango failed to stop, prompting the trooper to begin a pursuit.
Continuing, going to begin on eastbound 475, eastbound 475.
The suspect driver was beginning to get out of control, creating a dangerous situation for other drivers on the road. The trooper quickly realized the need for backup and requested assistance. After a few minutes of fleeing on the highway, the suspect suddenly took an exit.
We're going to be getting back northbound now at 75.
Northbound 75.
618 comes to be getting off of Collingwood now. It's 875. No traffic. Turning westbound Collingwood. We're just making a circle. We're getting back on 75 now. Southbound, getting across for Gilligan.
Southbound 75.
The suspect's tires were successfully deflated, forcing them to reduce their speed significantly. This action played a critical role in determining the outcome of the pursuit.
199.
See the front tires are going flat. He's slowing down there.
Primary contact funding.
The suspect eventually came to a stop, exited the vehicle, and fled on foot, extending the pursuit as officers quickly pursued him on foot.
Stay tuned for stop, you're gonna get tased!
Alright. I'm with you.
10, 14, 11, you got up.
Right. Walk forward!
Walk towards my boys!
Walk forward!
Put your hands up to the sky.
I've got
All the way down. All the way down. On your face. On your face.
I've got cover.
Hands on your back. Do that move.
The driver, identified as 36-year-old Lorenzo Collins, attempted to flee on foot but was apprehended by police. The passenger in the stolen vehicle was also taken into custody, but was later released. Collins faces charges of receiving stolen property, a fourth-degree felony, and failure to comply with the order or signal of a police officer, a third-degree felony.
Stop moving stuff, dude. They're gonna get you out, bro.
On July 24, 2023, Marion County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a report of domestic battery by strangulation. Upon arriving at the scene, the victim reported that Adarius Hagen had struck her multiple times, strangled her, and fled the scene in her stolen vehicle before law enforcement arrived. Deputies immediately began searching the area to locate both Hagen and the stolen vehicle.
Back to you, signal 4.
Signal 4, what's your 10 point?
23. All right, he's back mobile. He's southbound in the northbound lane of baseline. We're at 1700 block.
1700 block, northbound and the southbound.
Eli, buddy, get ready. Bad signal 4, Marion.
Hagen crossed the median, briefly driving into oncoming traffic before veering back and striking a power pole. The impact left Hagen trapped inside the vehicle with live power lines, complicating rescue efforts and preventing first responders from immediately approaching the scene.
Hey, stop moving stuff, dude. They're gonna get you out, bro.
Once the power was disconnected, Marion County Fire Rescue arrived to conduct the extraction. Hagen was transported to a local hospital for treatment. Following his release from the hospital, Marion County Sheriff's Office deputies arrested Hagen on multiple charges, including domestic battery by strangulation, grand theft of a motor vehicle, fleeing to elude a law enforcement officer with disregard for safety, and child neglect.